The story you are about to see is true. To protect the identities of those involved, the names, places, and images have been altered with the assistance of artificial intelligence. In the quiet corners of our digital world, where every click and connection seems innocent, a new kind of shadow lurks. This isn't a story from a distant land or a far-off time. This is happening right now, closer than you think, hidden behind screens and usernames. We followed a trail of digital breadcrumbs that led us to a story so unbelievable we had to verify every single detail twice. It all started with a simple message, an anonymous tip about an online community that promised its members the world. At first glance, it looked like any other group, a place for people to connect, share ideas, and find support. But as we dug deeper, a much more complex and startling picture began to emerge. What we uncovered was a carefully constructed web of influence, where reality was being subtly reshaped for its unsuspecting members. This investigation took us through encrypted chats, hidden forums, and into the very heart of a digital labyrinth. We spoke with former members who risked everything to share their experiences, and with experts who explained the sophisticated techniques at play. The lines between what was real and what was manufactured started to blur. Not just for the people in the story, but for us as well. The truth is often stranger than fiction, and in this case, it's also a powerful warning. Join us as we pull back the curtain on a phenomenon that is quietly spreading across the internet. This is a journey into the new frontier of deception, a place where seeing isn't always believing. What we found will challenge everything you think you know about the online world. Stay with us.
My name is Tony, and I was born different. It all started back in 1944. My father, George, had just returned from the army, a hero in my mother's eyes. My mom, Annie, gave birth to me, and I came into this world with a caul, a thin veil of membrane covering my face. For most, it's just a rare biological occurrence, but for my father, it was a sign. He was ecstatic. He knew, deep in his bones, that a son was destined to be special. Just how special, he couldn't have imagined. As I grew from a baby into a young boy, things around our house started to get strange. I'd see people who weren't really there. At least, no one else could see them. They were the spirits of those who had passed on. Sometimes I'd even talk to them. It was my secret world, a world invisible to everyone but me. This wasn't just about seeing ghosts, though. I started getting glimpses of the future, warnings of impending danger. I remember one morning, my mother sent me to the corner store. On the way, I saw a young man from the neighborhood, Gilbert. He was about 22, full of life, always hanging out with his crew. But as I looked at him, a chilling vision flashed through my mind. I walked right up to him, my heart pounding. I told him, "Gilbert, the boys you're hanging with, they're going to kill you. You have to stop seeing them." He just laughed, a big, hearty laugh. "No way, little Tony," he said. "They're my friends. They'd never do that." 2 weeks later, Gilbert was found murdered in his apartment. His friends were the primary suspects. The laughter echoed in my ears for a long, long time. Another time, it was a beautiful, bright Friday afternoon. I was just chatting with one of my school friends, kicking a stone down the street. Suddenly, this intense heat circled my head. It was a feeling I was starting to recognize. A spiritual message was coming through. An image flashed before my eyes, so vivid it stole my breath. It was my friend, in the middle of a churning ocean, his arms waving frantically, his face a mask of terror. It looked like he was waving goodbye. I shook my head to clear it and asked him, Are you traveling anywhere soon?" His face lit up. "Yeah, tomorrow. Me and some friends are taking a boat out on the ocean." A cold dread washed over me. I grabbed his arm. "Don't go," I pleaded. "I saw danger. Please, don't go on that trip." He laughed it off, just like Gilbert did. "Don't be silly. Tony, people take these trips all the time. Nothing bad is gonna happen." The next day, the news spread through the neighborhood like wildfire. The boat had capsized in a freak storm. My friend had drowned. These events started to weigh on me, becoming a heavy burden. It felt like I was carrying the weight of other people's destinies on my small shoulders. Was this a blessing or a curse? The line became blurrier with each vision. One afternoon, I was talking to my neighbor, a sweet young woman who was pregnant with her first child. We were just making small talk over the garden fence when she appeared. My dead aunt. She was standing right between us, her face etched with a look of urgent concern. I didn't understand the message completely, but I knew it was bad. I turned to my neighbor, my voice trembling. "You need to go to the hospital. Right now. Go to the emergency room." She looked at me, confused. "But why?" "I feel fine." I didn't know how to explain the ghost of my aunt standing between us, so I just pleaded. "Please, I'm begging you. Just go." "I'll go with you." She finally agreed, probably just to humor the strange kid next door. At the hospital, I insisted the doctors run tests to check everything. They were hesitant, but I was relentless. When the results came back, the doctors were shocked. They found a fatal complication with her pregnancy, something that showed no outward symptoms. The doctor pulled me aside and said that if she hadn't come in when she did, both she and her baby would have been dead within 24 to 48 hours. She saved 2 lives that day, all because I listened to a ghost. So I'm left with this question that haunts me day and night. Am I cursed or am I blessed? I walk through this world seeing things no one else does. I see the lingering spirits of the dead. Some of them see me, their eyes locking with mine in silent acknowledgement. Others drift past, completely unaware, lost in their own spectral world. This gift, or curse, has saved lives, but it has also shown me the darkest moments of others, moments I was powerless to change. It's a heavy cross to bear, and honestly, I'm confused. I don't know what to make of it all. What do you think? Am I blessed to have this sight? Or am I cursed to see the world in a way that no one else can? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening to my story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please share. Please like. And help us grow this channel. Also, tell us where you are watching from. Thank you.